There we go.
You know, I mean, we're live, but also you're messing with the camera. Hey, everybody. Anthony from HaslersNet here. And with me is my trustworthy sidekick, Moose, who, if you've gotten used to Jeremy is like my non-Transformers, non-video game guy, although he does know, like, PlayStation, Xbox. Oh, wait, there we go. I got to kill that. And then Moose is my Transformers and like Switch guy. So we're just picking a different sidekick for today. And I have 4 sections we're going to go through. We're going to be done by 10 o'clock here because somebody has a bedtime. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to talk about is a new thing that just came out, or at least came to my house today. The Pit of Judgment from Transformers.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I've unsealed the box. I haven't pulled it out yet, but it's a huge set. Then afterwards, we're going to talk about the Back to the Future DeLorean Transformer Gigawatt. It officially went on sale and already sold out this morning. And then we're going to go into Smash Brothers X Minecraft, which no one expected ever.
No.
Yeah.
Joke in the community, if I can remember. But then they made it happen. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Let the memes begin.
Yeah. And then we're going to finish up with just a couple of announcements, a new advertiser. So let's first off, I'm going to grab this huge box.
Yes. I'm so upset I didn't get one of these.
I'm going to move this out of the way. Here, hold on. Let me fix my camera where it doesn't do this thing.
Nice.
Put some light on it. I like how the Sharktacon is just hiding in the basement here in the Kranix.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how Kranix can fit in the jail cell.
Yeah, that the jail cell is to his size. And then, of course, the Executioner. We're trying to, Executioner, the Judge, and then over here is the Bailiff, I guess is what the Sharktacon is, and then over here is the Prosecutor, which is the other Quintesson. So, and then I'll show you the box, the back here. It gives you basically a new version of the scene from the '86 movie.
Love it.
And then on the side is just Echo Brick. The box looks cool, I think, but it's going to open this bad boy up.
I'd be afraid to open it. It's just too well packaged. It's like that in and of itself is a display item.
No, what was weird is the box it was in was pretty much destroyed. The bottom was falling out, and I was like, hopefully this is okay inside. Oh, it was perfectly fine. Big old sheet of instructions, basically a half novel. It's basically a comic book of instructions.
Love it.
As I pull this out now, Moose, I don't know if you saw the pictures, but this thing is like kind of a play set.
Yeah, like the box itself is a selling point because it's got the whole thing going for it. Like you recreate the scene, and it like saves you from piecing together a whole collection. It's like, okay, they announced the Alicon, cool, we'll get a few of those. One can be the Bailiff. No, it comes with the Bailiff. It adds one little. I think it's a redeco of Gnaw.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the one of the Prime Wars. I can't remember which one, but it's a recolor of that particular Gnaw. And then they have an Alicon coming out, but the Executioner, he is a recolor as well, and they have never done the other 3 figures, Kranix and the 2 Quintessons. But the fact that he is 86 now, they have another Judge coming out.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he already came out, and he is, I guess, comic book looking. This one's supposed to be 86 movie looking, and I think they nailed it. It looks spectacular.
I'm not sure because it's the same figure. I just don't know if the paint job's the same. But I will be trying to find myself a copy of the Judge just as is. I've always wanted my own Quintesson Judge.
Yeah, because I've never seen him in stores, but he's supposed to be in stores right now.
Yeah, like just this week, the Wave got released. What I'm really excited about, though, for the Quintesson, not just for the fact that it's a Quintesson, is that it's part of the modulator system that you can turn it into a piece of the city. And I've been on this, city former kick for a while. I got all the Titans, sans a couple of the more expensive ones. And I'm just trying to piece together, see how big of a city setup I can make. And right now, if I actually laid them all out, it would probably dominate my living room. And I love it.
Oh, one of the other Transformer YouTubers I socialize with, he actually took a room of his house and laid out all the stuff. And wow, is it a massive landscape? I mean, there's a lot more Autobot stuff that connects than there is Decepticon right now.
Until Unicron comes out. Did you hear about that one?
I did not know. Does he snap with other things?
Yes, they just announced this week that Unicron has a special city mode. And oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's too big. I love it.
Okay, now I feel compelled to go look that up. Let me go see if I can go find that picture. While I'm doing that, I have a couple of things. Let's see, where do I have some pictures of this Quintesson thing. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna move the tab here. Tab. Okay. Where are you at? Okay. Gonna doop.
This is my boy Ryan. He's a fellow Transformer nut like me.
So here is the kit taken out of its case, which I'll eventually get to. But yes, 86 movie Quintesson Judge, I think is fantastic. The recolored Sharkticon, the Prosecutor, and Kranix. And that it is spectacular. Of course, here's the box. Here's what you were talking about.
Yes, the city mode, because you can see right there in the front where that little clip is. There's the modulator system. It connects with all of the what are they? Micromaster bases and Omega Supreme and Scorponok, and you can just customize your own interlocking city. And I think they're adding that feature to Unicron as well. My biggest problem though is that the modulator system and the Titans Return Titans are not interlocking. I heard there's some third-party 3D print renders that have like some connection ports that you can like just print off a cheap one, connect you can connect Fort Max to Scorponok, but I don't really like that. I'm more of a Hasbro purist. That's like a major fault of mine.
I know, me too. The funny thing is, I was talking to somebody about they released Siege Ratchet to Walgreens exclusively, and I didn't even know that. So I'm looking for him like an idiot, wondering why he's $80 online. He sold for $20 at Walgreens. Yeah, well, and
that's the Cybertronian version,
right? Yeah. He has the special arm tool, and what I want is I pre-ordered the Paradron ratchet that comes with Lifeline. I want that arm thing. I don't think it comes with that one.
Yeah, I have that coming in the mail. It was supposed to be out in December, but I'm supposed to be getting it Friday.
That's what mine says too.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like I saw, I'm on a forum page on Facebook, and apparently that's the general consensus. Like everyone's posting, is this like a normal thing? Like what's going on? But yeah, the Lifeline Ratchet pack is supposed to be in tomorrow.
Yeah, I checked shipping; it shows nothing has been sent out. So I'm starting to think maybe it's an error because in the Discord for the Transformers groups, some people show it is now arriving October 9th. So because I'm watching them respond to what I'm doing here. So some people get different messages. It's very weird. And the fact that if you go into your Amazon right now, or at least in my case, it shows it as preparing to ship, but not actually shipped.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is Friday.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just have to check and see if it comes in the mail tomorrow. If not, then oh well.
Yeah, because I mean, if it doesn't, they'll have to update the listing. So then maybe it'll fix itself, and it'll be next week.
Well, I'm really excited because I got Ratchet. I managed to snag a pre-order, and I also got a Ironhide Prowl coming in. So I finally have a G1 style Ironhide and Ratchet. I've always wanted that. Like I did at one point have the classics of them. Like I gotta.
Okay, so I ended up buying, and I got this in today, Prowl, this Cybertronian form, because I mean, you and me, we collected Primors. We both probably have the Primors Earthform Prowl. So I wanted the Cybertronian version. So that's what this guy is here.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I mean, I'm going to try to get them all. I have Ironhide Cybertronian. I ended up passing on the Cybertronian Prowl and Ironhide. But as I said, I did get the Earthform Ratchet and Lifeline. I also grabbed the Shattered Glass Ratchet and Optimus.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine. He's going in halves. I just wanted the Prime. He wanted the Ratchet, so I gave him like half the money, and I'm getting me the Optimus one.
Yeah, because the other thing that came in today is RC.
That'll be November.
So here's the new RC. I originally wasn't going to get her. But Rodimus Primal was on the fence about it, and his wife wanted one. So I actually ordered him one, and he got his today, and I got myself one. Yeah. So now I feel a little accomplished because I already have Chromia, which is the other, and then Alita 1 comes out in 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks.
Yeah, Alita 1, Nemesis Prime, and Bumblebee are in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm most excited about that Bumblebee. It's like the one Bumblebee that I think everyone's going to go out of their way to find. God love that poor robot. He's a shelf warmer by nature. Yeah, I'm excited about Alita 1, but I'm definitely getting RC and Bumblebee as soon as I see him. I'm definitely getting a Judge. I think I'm going to pass on the Alicons though. Like I'm a little iffy on Swarm characters because obviously I would want a lot of them, and I ended up at one point having 3 Viacons from Prime, and that just felt like too much for me. So I kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna stick with my Viacons as my Swarm characters, but I don't know. It just felt like I would never have enough money for enough of them, and I just never have enough space.
Yeah, space is becoming a problem. What was the I ended up getting these. Oh, did you see Hasbro PulseCon last weekend?
I got the clip notes.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, because they're doing more VideoCons and whatever. So I also picked up Roller Force and Groundhog. I had this weird thing. I don't know if anybody else has it, where if I buy a Decepticon, I have to buy an Autobot. So I bought Fuser and Blastmaster to compensate, and these are the ones that make the
set.
Yes,
I love that set. For some reason, I'm having a connection issue with Fuser. He has this little panel on his back, so it's not quite flush when he's in shuttle mode. But I just love that thing to bits. Like it's just the whole Duocon turning into one alt mode. I love that.
Yeah, because I have I think it's Vesper and Stormcloud that does a combined thing, but they're a Battle Master, I guess.
They're Battle Masters that, for the most part, Battle Masters combine into one big weapon.
Right.
Stormcloud and Vesper turn into a sword. Most of the other ones are just guns. And since they share very similar molds, they all kind of end up looking the same. Like all the cars, their gun mode looks the same. There is one that just came out. I forgot their name, but they have like a Double Dealer-esque purple scheme for their colors, and they turn into this really nice rocket launcher that's really flush. Like the weapon itself looks like it was designed to be the gimmick instead of an afterthought, and most of these other weapon characters look like afterthoughts, but it's really nice. I liked it. I think I'll probably pick one of those up too.
Yeah. So I wanted to get some modulators now, because I got all 4 of the what are they called? The ones that go with the, because you remember you bought me Fort Max. You bought me Fort Max, and I had no room for it. Right, you remember?
Yeah.
So I thought, well, if I can't make room for Fort Max and Scorponok, whatever, I'll just buy their little buddies.
Yeah.
So the weaponizers, I grabbed those, and then I was thinking about grabbing all 4 of the modulators, but first off, Hot House and Grease Pit are hard to get.
Yeah, they're a lot of them are exclusive, and you got to buy pretty much everything online nowadays. It's really hard finding anything wild. I'm waiting to find Airwave. I really want him. I did pick up Ironworks. I like them. Yeah. Oh, you got them too? Nice.
Yeah, I got Airwave today. Ironworks I got from like Big Bad Toy Store, yes, or not yesterday, earlier this week. So
yeah, I really like them. I keep finding all of these fan builds because how they're designed is just they're meant to be messed with. They're meant to be fan builds. Like they have their official builds in the instructions, and they have like a couple sample extra builds to do, but even those omit so many connection ports that you could utilize, and it's just so much potential for creativity there. You can make any kind of a city, and I see people buying multiple copies of these and making like mech suits. Like one guy took 2 copies of Six Gun and then half transformed a Cybertronian Ironhide and turned it into a mech suit for a weaponizer, and it was really neat.
So, Moose, can you see over my right shoulder, like next to Voltron?
Oh, you got him. Nice.
Skylinks. Yeah, I got Skylinks. I'm so happy. I've only waited 30 some years for him.
Yeah. I'm very tempted to get one. Like I can't afford the extra $80 right now, but he's such a beautiful figure, really, and I don't use that term lightly.
It is spectacular. I wish there was like room in the hold. But I mean, like the original toy, there was room in the hold. But I get the head has to collapse and the neck has to slide in. So
I thought someone said like there was a hold for him, at least big enough.
Well, I mean, the door is open, but you can't put anything inside.
I thought there was like when he's in dragon mode. I thought there was room for like one car Micromaster.
No, there is in the Lynx mode. There is a bay though you can load something into.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Because in the sky mode there is nothing in the top there, but I do like its base mode. So when it's actually on the Lynx is spread out and you have it mounted, I think that is freaking cool.
And that is also part of the modulator, so you can add that.
Right.
Like that alone, I was like, okay, crap, it's a city former. I want it for my builds. What's another one? All of the more recent leader classes also connect.
Optimus has one. What was Astro Train?
Have one, but my Astro Train has a problem. Like it won't, like the panels on the caboose. Like there's a caboose that opens up into a weapons cache that if you fully unfold it, it becomes a launch platform. Problem is it can't fully unfold for some reason. Like mine has like an issue with its joint. It won't fully fold down. So when I put it on city mode and I put it on the floor, like one of them, like the ramp is like slightly at an upward angle. It's really irritating, but that's really the only major complaint I have. That is a very good figure for an Astro Train. Like I got the Siege Springer, and just
I love him.
Triple changers just always have some kind of an issue when you're transforming them. You know, they feel like at some point they have a little weakness there. Astro Train doesn't. He's very, very solid.
Yeah, because did you see? Because you got the cliff notes on the oh wow, I didn't know that did that. The cliff notes on the PulseCon. What are your thoughts on the Beast Wars?
It's about time. It really is. I've never personally been a fan of Beast Wars. Just aesthetically speaking, I prefer, the robots that turn into cars. Like I never really got into the show as a kid. However, as a Transformers fan, I can't not respect it. And there's been so much like outcry for them to remake the Beast Wars toys for so long that I think anyone would be happy that they're doing it. Even if you hate the Beast Wars, you're like, okay, cool. The Beast Wars fans are getting a win. I love this. And not to mention the figures themselves are just amazing. Like we're calling it core class, but it was the scout class. Like I loved the little guys. I loved it. Warpath looks amazing. The whole bone dinosaur armor gimmick is fantastic.
Because I like the detailing on Primal, although it doesn't look like they did very much on Cheetor. Like, because they're furry, they should be furry.
Yeah, but like my problem with Cheetor is the cat's eyes. They're dead. They're just little red dots. They're not cat eyes at all. And it's like, really? Like
zombie Cheetor.
Yeah, it's like zombie Cheetor. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about Primal and Megatron, Robo Harambe, and Death Barney. And
so what about this guy here?
Oh, I'm so mad I missed it.
I was on Hasbro Pulse at noon today. It popped up on my second refresh. I grabbed it because I was so angry with myself, or actually more angry with Walmart because I missed it at the beginning of August, or was it the beginning of July? It's been so long now. I've been just counting down the days until today to finally get this bad boy, and I'm so happy they changed the windshield.
Agreed. That was the biggest problem for me. It's like it's too ugly with the clear windshield. But now that actually looks like a good little display thing, like that is a perfect crossover figure.
Yeah. Now I didn't get the Top Gun one because I don't care about Top Gun, but oh my, the Ecto one and this DeLorean crossed over. Oh, it's so great.
But the Top Gun one just looked like they weren't even trying. It looked like it was a really no, just no. Like I get it just for what it is. It's a Transformers crossover with my grandmother's favorite movie.
Yeah, because somebody told
I get it just for her. So
right. Somebody told me that Top Gun jet was actually a recolor of a Starscream from a previous run. So I'm like, oh well, it's kind of a lazy way. And then the $50 though.
Yeah, like $50 for a deluxe size figure that looks like a Dollar General toy. No offense, Dollar General, but you know what I mean? It's they could have done so much more with that. Especially when we got like the new Seekers from Siege and Earthrise looking as good as they did. There is a new standard for like quality designs, and that totally missed the mark. I'm sorry.
So Crimson says the red eyes are meant for his robot mode. Yeah, are we saying, Crimson, that they got it backwards? There's like a delay, so I mean I'll give him an opportunity to respond eventually. Okay, so
seeing the cat eyes on it works for Kraven the Hunter, but not for Cheetor. However, when it's in robot mode, I wish there was a way to like have realistic cat eyes. But
okay, so he said he'll paint his white and add a pupil for his beast mode.
Yeah.
I don't know what Cheetah's eyes look like. I've never gone and stood real next to a cheetah and going, let me see your eyes. I feel like that's a dangerous thing to do. Okay.
You're like Googling cheetah eyes.
Just stare into my eyes. Okay, let me see, because I'm gonna pull up something. Hold on.
Oh, I have a nifty thing I figured out about the Siege Seekers that totally like made my day when I found it. They have a connection port on their robot mode that most Gundam models have for you to display them on a stand. You can have them in like some kind of like hover.
I was gonna say that looks painful, just the way it's entered into him.
I mean, we don't think about it, but yeah, he's got the connection ports on his little thruster feet. You can put the blast effects, make it look like he's hovering. I absolutely love this. I always put the Blitzwing sword with him because it reminds me of that scene in Fall of Cybertron where he had that massive sword. Yeah, just the quality of these newer figures just amazes me. Even the jump from like Generations to Titan's Return was noticeable, and then from Titan's Return to Siege got insane. So there is now like a serious standard for quality in these things, and I can now justify their price point.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of Prime Wars. They were $17 a piece, and then they went up to $20 for the first two waves or first two series of War for Cybertron, and then Earthrise are going to $23. I'm annoyed about the $23 hike because I can't imagine things being so different. But based on quality from Prime Wars to War for Cybertron, that $3 increase is definitely worth the increase. Just a lot more detail, a lot more attention paid to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always going to be a price increase. Like I've noticed when, like back in 2008, a Lego set would run you like $9, and then within a year it jumped to $15. And that was just horrible for me. At least Hasbro is giving us some justification to the price increase. They're making the paint jobs better, the quality better, the joints are better. Like back in the day, you get a Transformers figure, there was something wrong with it. A joint was too loose, a connection didn't work. I remember one time I got a '07 movie Optimus that couldn't connect to one of its connection ports, and I had to actually file a new connection port in just to make it function. But you don't get that with these newer figures. You get like display quality pieces. Someone called them mini masterpieces, and I agree with that. They look fantastic and they feel fantastic. They have a density to them. They have a weight to them. I have yet to see any like hollow bits, like any wasted space on any of these. I just love it.
I'm trying to find something I watched earlier. Oh, maybe this will work. Hold on. Let me load it up here. I'm going to skip to the important part. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, go back. Got to find it up so I can run it real quick with the volume down. There we go. Okay, so we're going to switch to this. Bloop.
Oh, yes. Yes, I saw this morning and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, my cousin, who is a competitive Smash player, saw this video and said he's out. Smash isn't real anymore. It's not worth it. And I'm like, really? You're upset because of Minecraft?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're considering putting. I heard a rumor that Tracer from Overwatch is the next DLC character, and for a while it's been that rumored, and for a while Minecraft has been rumored. So at this point, I'm okay with it. Like,
I like the fact that Xbox is willing to continue working with Nintendo, because this is now their second character. Like they did. Who was the one before they did? Was Xbox?
Banjo-Kazooie? No, that was
no. It was Banjo, right?
Yeah, there was Banjo, and then Konami gave us Snake.
Well, no, but I mean Xbox, that's Banjo. So the fact that they got a second character in, so now I'm starting to wonder. Basically, the gloves are off. This pack wasn't ARMS and 4 or 5 Fire Emblem characters. So
we might very well get our Master Chief. We might get Fortnite Jonesy. We might get we're very much likely getting Crash Bandicoot. I mean, he's like, at this point, it sounds like he's listening to whoever people want most and making it work. Like people jokingly are like, "Give us Minecraft Steve." Okay, watch me.
Yeah, because I feel like if they're going to do Crash, they have to do Spyro. So I feel like that's 2 spots right there, and that's all toys for Bob and Activision. Master Chief, that would be interesting. People were saying yesterday before this came out, they were thinking Travis Touchdown.
I could see that because I mean, if they're willing to put Bayonetta in Smash, then they can put Travis. I mean, they gave us so many.
It was just a response to the earlier comment about pricing. I mean, because Hasbro, as far as pricing, just to go back there real quick, they can set the price to whatever they want, and the retailers will match them. So It's just wherever the suggested retail is. But yeah, the belief is also once they finish this 5-pack, 6-pack, whatever it is, that's it. There is no more DLC, and Sakurai's going to go work on something else.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just rumors and all, but I think he's done a lot for the game. So, I mean, frankly, we got a lot out of Ultimate. Just, I think did somebody do the math? I think it's something like 100 some characters after all said and done, 101, something like that.
Something like that. Because a lot of it, they're counting like when you have an alt skin that is renamed, like when you had Alf instead of Olimar, they counted Alf as a second character instead of just a skin for Olimar. So if you count all the skins and all of that, yes, we have a massive roster This is a mix match trail mix toy box of a video game, and I absolutely love it. Like at this point, give us anything and we'll love it. You give us Minecraft Steve, thank you. We'll just thank you for it. I want to see Master Chief. I'm a Halo fan. It's ridiculous to put Master Chief in a Smash Bros game, and I want to see it. Give us 30 other Fire Emblem characters. At this point, we expect it, but just the audacity of Sakurai to keep giving us the random memes we ask for is just brilliant, and I love it.
Yeah, because he was like, I think in the interview after the video, or at the end of the video, he was like, yeah, they just asked me to put stuff in. I was like, yeah, I can't do it, but yeah, we'll do it anyway. I'm like, okay.
I love this guy.
It's like, wow. Okay, so tomorrow, I guess, is they're going to do the live stream where they show you how the characters, those 4 characters work, and I assume exactly the same. And then he says in the video that they had to redo all 100, or there's 100 stages. So I had to do all of the stages just to accommodate the Minecraft characters because of the building aspect.
Yeah.
And then people are posting cube versions of characters because I guess there's a belief that will be one of the mechanics. I personally, I have Minecraft. I've never played it. I occasionally log into the game at the menu to download DLC, and then I would just close the game because I want to. One time, I will play Minecraft on a live stream. I want my first experience to be public. You know, I just haven't been motivated to play that particular game because it's kind of just aimless.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of that is either like you love it or you hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just not into it. Like I like a direction. Like when you have a massive aimless toy box, you're like, okay, it's a little overwhelming. You can do anything. Tell me what to do though, so I can enjoy what I'm accomplishing. Because I can't really come up with new stuff. It's like, but at the same time, a lot of these kids nowadays, they thrive on the creativity stuff. Like my kid's obsessed with Fortnite, and he goes into creative mode, and they come up with these death runs and these massive structures that they've built from the ground up, and it's just impressive. So like the whole aimless toy box mechanic as a whole, I have nothing but respect for. I'm just not personally interested because it's just not my style.
Hey, Kato. Yeah, because I can't get into Animal Crossing. I back when I was in college, a couple of my friends said, "Yeah, get Animal Crossing, we'll play together." We like played together on a trip once, and then never again. And I was like, I hate this game.
Animal Crossing is weird. Like I fell in love with it first time I tried it, but I tried it because of peer pressure. Like when I was in college, my friends made me try it, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you gotta try it. You gotta get it." It's like, what is it? Literally just chores and like a life simulator. I'd never played a life sim before, but it was just catchy to me. It's like listening to a really bad pop song. You don't want to admit you like it, but at the same time, you absolutely love it. And
yeah,
I don't want that to say that disrespectfully. I absolutely love Animal Crossing, but it's just so weird when you're into something that's totally against your typical point of interest, you know? Like, but again, that goes back to the whole like aimless toy box thing, because Animal Crossing is, for the most part, an aimless toy box. Like you'll have these little goals you'll set for yourself, like, okay, pay off your house. Cool, let's go work off a bunch of stuff and sell stuff to pay off your house. Cool. After that, what? This new one that just came out added terraforming. You can actually customize the landscape of your game itself, and that benefits the creative types, but it really gripes my like, yeah.
I feel like you should go see a doctor about that type of itching.
Sorry, I just, but yeah, it's definitely one of those weird, like not your typical flavor, but if you love it, you love it, and I love it. It kind of gives me direction while being aimless, if that makes sense.
Nope.
No.
Controlled chaos.
Controlled chaos. It gives me a little side goals. Like, okay, I want to touch up this little area of my island. What do I do to accomplish that? And then when I'm done, by that time, I'll have another idea of something else to do. However, blank slate, I'm not good with. I need some kind of hint to go with.
Just showing Kato, it came in. Yeah, Kato, it came in.
Let me see the back of the display. Like, if I was to just get that and like display it as is, like the box itself, is that like hollowed out on the back?
I like playing with toys too much. No, I bought Super Mario. What is the one? The Super Mario Maker 2, because I thought, well, I like Mario, and I did. There's a Doctor in Animal Crossing. Oh, okay. About the itch. Gotcha. Wow. So I got I got Mario Maker 2, and I thought because I really like Mario that maybe I would feel more inspired. I just haven't gotten there. Thanks for your support or lack thereof.
I refuse to be happy that you got that. I feel that on a spiritual.
Yeah, so Hasbro Pulse is the next state over. I mean, we're in Ohio. It's in Pennsylvania, and then they have a warehouse in Rhode Island or something along those lines. There's Larkin, who is in Hawaii. He actually gets everything from Hasbro Pulse before I do, and it makes no sense because I am literally the next state over, and he is across the ocean. And we could order at the exact same time, so it makes no sense. And I'll complain about it until my death. That is super annoying. Okay, so for anybody who's watching, I bought a new Jetfire, so I have this bad boy. This is the Walgreens. Somebody I want to say barricade. That's not the word. Battalion Jetfire, and it is. I mean, I think it retails for like $20 or $30, and I don't know.
Italian figures are like only maybe 15 because I have here. I got my boy the Shockwave one. These are actually impressive to me. They're obviously not as detailed or as articulated. Like Shockwave has no knee joint, okay, but scale wise, he's up there with the modern leader classes. Like here's him next to the Siege Voyager. He's pretty big. And that Jetfire, yeah, they're as big as their boxes.
It's very basic. The point is, I bought the Siege Jetfire with the BattleTech, transformation. So I mean, because this guy, he only transforms from robot mode to the jet mode and back, and he doesn't have the big pack or anything. And there's no Robotech for him. Yeah, Bill. These
are basically meant for younger kids who want simpler, quicker transformations. They're basically jumbo-sized Legion class, like the little Micromasters who had only like 5 steps to transform them.
Right, because it doesn't come with instructions. The instructions are literally on the back of the box, and this thing transforms in 8 steps. It says, I took it out of the ties once and lost most of the ties. But the one thing I don't like about it, in fact, is just the low paint quality. Like there is black paint on this wing here. And I'm like, oh man, I hate that. It's little errors there. They just bother me. But anyway, I'm giving this guy away. So I'm not quite sure how yet, but I'm going to be giving this away to somebody who subscribes to my channel. And HNE Games or #net if you're looking for a URL. Yeah, they're scalable. Okay, so here, Bill just confirmed what you said. Yeah. So they're upscale Legion class.
They're Legion class, the size of a leader.
Or is it maybe Voyager, size of a Voyager?
Yeah, I was comparing it to like the leader class Magnus, who technically is just really Voyager with bulk. But yeah, they're Voyager-sized Legion, and for that reason alone, I love it. It adds so much play value for these younger players, these young collectors. And the paint on this Shockwave though is actually really nice. Like the face is bright.
I like how he's cartoon accurate. I got the Black Shockwave, which is the Radio Shack, colored one. Yeah. Galactic Man. I just like the coloring. Here's the back of the box, and it shows Transformers in 8 steps. Here are the instructions. No piece of paper in the box for you. Giving this guy away to a subscriber. So don't know who. I'll figure it out randomly later. I actually might put up a poll or something, or you can just enter the contest. But that is something I'm going to do starting probably October 10th. So rolling into the October 10th thing, since somebody has a bedtime.
Sorry.
Okay, so old Voyager size is what Bill says. Okay. So the last two things is and I'm Moose, because you manage the Facebook page with me. You kind of have a little bit of idea what I'm doing. So we're doing two things. Myself and 4 other channels on YouTube who are a small number of subscribers combined have over 1,400 subscribers. Oh, wow. There's Ninja Bill, Crimson Raptors, TF Fan Geek, and my brain's gonna fry. Input. I almost had to look it up. And so we got an ad thing for a month, ad trial for Big Bad Toy Store, bigbadtoystore.com. And if you go to our videos where we promote Big Bad Toy Store, click on the links, hopefully also buy something, and then we earn credit that we can use to help buy products for our channels. So you can check out the information. You can actually go to we have, which leads into the next thing, Transformers Reviewers. So there's like 15 It's a Twitter. I can't believe I had to figure out the name Twitter. Now I got input. I got him, Bill. Oh, that's funny. Captain Planet of Channels.
Channels. By
your powers combined. So we're doing, starting October 10th, we officially launched. The website is up and everything. And I've been posting things right along because I've been doing channel member profiles. But was when we officially go, quote unquote, live, and we'll start adding content. We already have some content. Like if you go to the channel right now, and I'll post the link. I think I saved it somewhere. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, right here. So if you're watching the live chat, the link for it for the YouTube channel is in the live chat, and I have a short URL there that'll take you to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Right now, the only videos it has, and keep in mind the priority for this channel is not to have a bunch of videos. Buy your discounts combined. Buy your combiners combined. So what we have is we have the 15 channels, and then you can see their most recent playlists. You can also see things divided by genre, like we have animation reviews, toy reviews, comic book reviews, etc. So we have everything like really easy to find. Now, all of the 15 channels, most of them do toy reviews. So we actually had an overflow toy reviews. So if you scroll further down and you want to see older toy reviews, those are in a different playlist further down the page. But anyway, go to each of the channels, like and subscribe to all of them, like their content. So when you're done, you'll have 16 channels total, because Transformer Reviewers, and then the 15 member channels. And then don't forget, and I'll post these as well, all of the URLs to the website and social media for Transformers Reviewers. Also in the live chat, if I would stop initiating bookmarks. And my mistake there. I hit Control B, which means bookmarks. Oh, wow, that really broke it up, didn't it? Anyway. So then go check out all that social media, like and subscribe to that. As I said, like the last 2 weeks, we've been doing profiles of channel members. Next week is the last week of profile for channel members, unless we add some more channel members. And then the 5 who are doing the Big Bad Toy Store, you can actually go to the website, check out the Big Bad Toy Store ads we have. Big Bad Toy Store just sent us a new image for the Earthrise? Yeah, Earthrise. Kingdom and Earthrise. So we now have their new banner image for that. And just a lot of us are working together. Now, you may ask why. Well, it's because we support each other. We're a community. And also we're trying to counter some bad actors. So we feel like if we can keep people kind of in our solar system, that maybe bad actors will realize that they're being ignored and maybe will stop doing bad things. But
actors.
Yeah, that's just me and my morality screaming. You know, I'm not going to advertise who they are. You can probably figure it out when they have items on their channels that haven't been released yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Sharktacon is just Shark. Bailiff. Oh, okay. So, Bailiff is a retooled Alicon, and Sharktacon is just a Sharktacon. Well, yeah, he's just a recolored Sharktacon.
Yeah. Then the Kranix and the Prosecutor are just two unique little minifigures. I don't know if the Judge is a repaint. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's the 86 movie repaint.
Okay.
Hey, Kato, what was the original, the $30 Voyager Judge you can get individually? What was that, the comic book version or a cartoon version? Oh, well, I mean, the cartoon would be the movie, right? Gotta wait for the lag time for him to respond.
Bless me.
Because I know the Pit is the 86 movie.
Yeah.
And this is funny. This is the second day we're doing a live stream. And every single time I have a question, I refer it to Kato, even though he probably doesn't know the answer.
Now, on the subject of the 86 movie, what do you think of the... Oh, yes. Okay, it's Five Faces of Darkness colors. So technically the cartoon, but the so the movie and the Five Faces of Darkness, I think, might be two separate paint jobs then.
Because what was your question about the movie?
What are your thoughts on the new studio? I don't know things. Welcome to my life, Kato. The Studio Series 86 movie.
I want Scourge because they're doing Cyclonus in this in the Earthrise series. I want Scourge. I need the
Good.
Yeah, because they tell me that the 86 series will be in line with the Generation / War for Cybertron series.
Okay, that's good because I'm really excited about the Hot Rod. I heard a rumor that we're getting a leader class War for Cybertron Hot Rod that will have the trailer that transforms into the battle station.
So you mean like a Rodimus Prime then?
Yes, the Rodimus Prime. We're getting we should be getting a seat like a War for Cybertron Rodimus Prime with battle station trailer. We are getting a Earth mode Magnus. I'm so excited about that one. I have the Siege Magnus there.
Yeah, I also have the Siege Magnus and the Galactic or Galaxy upgraded Optimus. Because they interchangeable on some level. But yes, Rodimus Primal has been like he's just been praying for Rodimus Primal is another YouTuber, by the way. He's been praying for Rodimus Prime. Like that is like, and also if you think about it, Cup and Rodimus Prime, I think are the only two that haven't been released in this series out of the movie main Autobots.
Yeah.
Oh, Wreck-Gar. Wreck-Gar hasn't been either.
Dying for a Wreck-Gar. Like anytime there's a Wreck-Gar figure, I'm just so hyped for it. And if they give us a studio series, yeah. Like no shade on Rodimus, but full shade on Rodimus. But no, like I'm a Weird Al fan and a Wreck-Gar fan, so like I need them to make a studio series Wreck-Gar or War for Cybertron Wreck-Gar. I'm not that interested in the Studio Series Cup. Something about his face and his shoulders just kind of off-putting. Like I love the little Energon Goodies accessory they give you, but at the same time, he looks weird. Like I'm okay keeping the Titans Return one that I have. Oh, that's true.
I didn't know that. See, because I remember I bought you your Wreck-Gar from Power of the Primes, and then I bought it for myself.
Yeah. I think the thing about Wreck-Gar is that he's like the Transformers equivalent of Monty Python. Like, the people who are into it are really into it, but there's not too many people who have actually seen it. Like, not by today's standards. Like, there's a lot of newer people who don't even know who Wreck-Gar is because he's not that present. But the people who know him love him. Anyone who's into Weird Al knows who he is. And
well, Weird Al did the voice of Wreck-Gar for the animated series.
no, the no wrist swivel. No, that would actually be a good thing because the Titans Return Cup, my biggest problem was the waist swivel. It kind of got in the way of things. It was too easy to just.
Yeah, because he says this one that the Legends Cup, Takara Legends, had no wrist swivel, which also since it's been brought up the word Legends, now everything is core class because of the fact that Legends is used for other series of toys.
Yeah,
particularly Marvel and Star Wars. So they got rid of Legend for core, and then of course apparently Takara has a Legend series, which is misleading. So.
But yeah, the whole wrist swivel thing was part of his transformation, so that's kind of fine with me because the rest of the figure is just so amazing. And the Takara version of the Titans Return Cup has a lot more show accurate arms. Like the one from Titans Return is real boxy, and Cup has rounded shoulders. The Takara one has the rounded shoulders. So I think overall, out of the Titans Return one, the Generations one, and now the Studio series, the Takara Legends with the Headmaster gimmick is by far my favorite.
Yeah. I've never bought a Studio figure, but I'm really seriously thinking about making an exception for Scourge because it needs to go with Cyclonus.
Yeah, the Scourge is a definite buy. The Hot Rod will be a definite buy. But
I assume he means Hot Rod, but go ahead.
I have a bit of an issue with the Studio series. They're not very sturdy. They have something flimsy or something wrong about them. Like I only have 3 of them though, and each one has a problem. Like back from the old days, I was saying, where like there was just something wrong with all of them. I have the movie Shockwave. And keep in mind, these figures look fantastic. They're definite shelf pieces, but I kind of treat them like Gundam models where you don't play with them. You pose them and then leave them be and look at them. Because
that defeats the purpose of a toy.
Exactly. But I think the whole point with the Studio series Bayverse ones, yeah, the Titans Return, yeah. But yeah, the purpose of the Studio series, I think, is more or less for the sake of display only. Because if they're meant for play, they made play-based toys. But with the Studio series, you got to treat them like a model and not a toy. You pose them and you leave them be. Because a lot of it has soft plastic, and you know the problems with soft plastic. They get creased, they stay creased, and it's just a little annoying. But they are too beautiful not to not pledge. They are very good looking figures. They just it just sucks trying to transform them.
Okay, so Moose, do you have anything else to say before we finish up here?
I could rant for hours.
Well, you can't. You said you had to go to bed, so.
Oh, I'm old and I hate it.
Dude, you're 10 years younger than me. Get over yourself.
Sorry. No, I just got an early day in the morning.
Okay. So for everybody in the chat, check everybody else's face or YouTube page out. Subscribe to them. Although between the 3 that I'm actively seeing chatting, they already probably all subscribe to each other anyway. But for anybody who watches later, subscribe to everybody who was in the live chat, and don't forget to check out. And the links are again in this chat here. I think so, Ninja Bill. I think so. Don't forget to check out Transformers reviewers on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And then we also are Larkin. We're using Larkin's Discord chat, so you can actually, the link is also on the website. You can go check out Discord and talk to us at any time. And I'd like to all thank you for watching. And don't forget, while they're still available, go to HasbroPulse.com or BigBadToyStore.com and try to grab up your Beast Wars figures because they release in February and March of next year. So don't forget to get that opportunity. And so with that said, thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Say bye, Moose.
Bye, Moose. Sorry.
Yeah.
Awkwardly leaves.